And the stream is now live.
The thunder made her do that. Stop.
Yeah, it's funny. Dan has the same problem with thunder, right? Isn't it thunder you hate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get this puppy rolling.
Jeez, Brian.
Oh, don't say that.
Smell that one all the way over here.
Did you poop? Did you poop your pants?
The puppy's rolling.
All right, here we go. Welcome to episode 25 of the Lovecraft Tapes, an actual play Call of Cthulhu 7th edition RPG podcast using Roll20.net. I am your keeper of arcane lore, Jeremy Boomstick Johnson. Your investigators of the unknown are Matt Zealish as Dan Williams.
I like to make sure I experience every bathroom that life can offer.
Gabe DeCenzo as Roy Arroyo.
Anything to get away from my kids, man.
And Brian Johnson as the lovely and talented Samantha Blaine.
Where the hell's that, CVS? Or was it a Rite Aid?
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? As I pick my nose?
Crossing my fingers that my internet stays put this time and does not decide to run off on its own.
Well, now that you're picking your nose.
Stay, internet,
right.
Stay. Good
Sit,
internet.
sit.
Good internet.
Good dog.
Good
Actually,
kids.
since Bright House got sold out, it hasn't been that great.
Nope.
Yeah, little by little, some conglomerate's going to take over everything. Now that we have no privacy, it'll be even better.
Yeah, that's
right?
great.
Just wide open to whoever wants to sell our information. So we're good. Thanks, Trump.
The bright side, that means we can buy their information just like they can buy ours. Actually, the guy who owns Cards Against Humanity said that if the information ever actually does go up, he's going to buy the browsing information for all of Congress and publish it.
And he could do it, too. He could raise the money to help do that. I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we continue with our investigations, we do need to take a quick commercial break. And we're back.
What a commercial.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliance. Nothing but.
Who knows what it's going to be this time? It's
What
always
real sponsors that we have.
Hashtag sponsor us. Real.
Hashtag sponsor. All right. And now we continue with episode 25. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. 3 months after the events at the Contented Cow, Samantha and Dan have grown closer. Special FBI agent Roy Arroyo continues to investigate the mysterious disappearance of Charles Blaine, who is missing and under suspicion for the murders in Deerfield, New Hampshire. Over time, Roy has befriended Samantha and Dan. They enjoy many evenings at Blaine Manor, sipping wine and discussing other strange occurrences that cross their paths.
And having eyes wide shut parties.
Yeah, who gets the rooster masks this time?
I get the crow mask.
Ooh, I like that.
Gibbs.
One Saturday morning, Dan discovers an old acquaintance has been arrested for attempted theft of a controlled drug. I guess I should say controlled substance, right? Let me redo that one. One Saturday morning, Dan discovers an old acquaintance has been arrested for attempted theft of a controlled substance. He convinces the other two they should visit the jail to see how they might help. Roy questions Ryan Davies in his cell, but the prisoner claims to remember nothing. Instead, he asks the investigators to visit his wife and let her know he's okay, he'll make it up to her, and she should, quote, reconsider my life. Samantha pops into Bankrupt Books, where Ryan Davies was manager, and speaks with Chris, the assistant manager. Although Chris is at first reluctant to share information, she calls Samantha later to reveal some disturbing information about Ryan's behavior lately. Ever since he came into possession of a certain book from an estate sale. And that's where we'll open up the scene. And
I didn't know states were for sale, but
they are.
That's pretty cool.
I said
How about
steak.
the whole state of Rhode Island?
I want
I'm not buying
Connecticut.
Michigan after this.
It's an estate sale.
Ah,
Are they Trump estates at the store?
Buy 2 to buy get 3 free. And then go to my university. And then we'll settle out of court.
Thank you. Good night.
Yep, and that's it. Been good. Been
That's
fun.
our episode.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And the NSA is shutting us down.
All right.
You don't have to spell it.
The NSA is shutting us
I'm
down.
right here. You don't have to spell my name. M-O-O-N. That spells Trump.
Or moon.
Or moon, whichever. All right, so we're going to open up the scene with Roy Arroyo leaving the police station, and he sees Dan out on the sidewalk fiddling with his phone.
Dan, where were you, man? You were gone. We did the whole thing.
You really? Oh, sorry. I had I really had to go. You know, when nature calls, and you know they put out a new Angry Birds game. This thing is insane.
You know, nature can call you, dude. Give me your number.
yeah. It's great. I'll give you the number later.
All right, so that dude, he was worthless.
Really?
I mean, my bad cop persona didn't go over well, but like, I blame him, not me. I do nothing wrong.
Did you have someone in there to play good cop to your bad cop?
Bugsy wouldn't do it, man.
There's your problem.
He had job to do. Loser.
He was shopping for screen doors online.
But so like I roughed him up a bit, and I chatted with him, and he told me to almost nothing, but he told me to tell his wife to reconsider his life. What do you make of that?
Reconsider his life? Is that some sort of roundabout way of trying to get divorce papers?
I thought it was an 80s band, but I looked it up. I don't know.
Although we could take that and make it into an 80s band. How good are you at playing synthesizer?
I'm very good at synthesizer. I majored in it in college.
Oh, I did not. That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, Harvard, man. What a place.
Before he ran so far away.
So, where'd Sam go?
She said CVS, but I don't believe her.
You think it might have been Rite Aid instead?
Yeah.
I can check and see if there's a CVS/Rite Aid/ generic convenience store of your choice here anywhere nearby.
And you know that. You know because you're from the town that there is a CVS just a few blocks away.
But wait a minute, that's
You wanna
CVS
try and
been
catch her
dead
down
for
there?
40 years.
The CVS is the one going around killing people.
Sneaky, sneaky.
We want to head down to CVS and see if we can't catch her there.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you guys start walking down the sidewalk, and just a couple blocks up, you see Samantha with a plastic bag with the CVS logo on it. CVS sponsors, please. Hashtag no sponsor. And she's obviously coming towards you. She's like looking at her phone, and just looks a little confused.
Honey, that's a smartphone.
What? You're far away.
What are you doing with it?
Oh,
Ah, it's not
hasn't she had a smartphone for months now, and it hasn't made her any smarter.
And we're no longer fiancés.
Does that mean that you're open?
I'm going to go ahead and wave to them and start picking up the pace.
Hey, let's hang back, make her do the work.
Hey, guys, did you get any good information?
Roy?
Reconsider
That's
my
a weird
life.
thing to say to somebody, isn't it?
Reconsider my life.
Okay. I pull out a gun out of my CVS bag. They come in packs of 6. Break open the plastic. It takes me 30 minutes.
No, wait. That's what he said to tell his wife.
Oh, okay. I wasn't quite sure.
I've told that story so many times, I assumed I said it to you.
You know what they say about assuming, Roy?
Yep, you're an ass.
But you're an idiot? Oh. But shut up, Dan.
Well, I got a little bit of information.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you lied about
So,
CVS.
I gotta go ready. What to do?
Do you want to share this information with the
Yeah.
rest of the
All
class?
right, tell it like a story, like if you were like a normal person.
I was trying to, but then someone interrupted me. It said, "Tell a story."
I have some information.
Hey guys,
You
I
guys
stopped over to the bookstore where he works, and all of the employees saw a noticeable difference in him when he got this book in. It totally changed his behavior. It's pretty bizarre.
So by Dr. Phil, because he
Yeah.
changed his life.
Yes. How did you know? So I've already been in there talking to the employees. I think we should investigate that a little bit further.
Did they give you any information on the book? Like,
Yeah,
what
but
was
I
it
can't
called?
remember it. It's like my
If only there
memory's
was a
wiped.
place you
I don't
could
get it. I'm not sure
down.
why. Probably because the person that usually writes in the wiki didn't have internet.
I feel like you spent too long in CVS then, like a whole week in CVS.
There's a lot of blame being thrown around here, and I just want to say that it all belongs on that guy.
They can't see who that guy is on the podcast.
Exactly. The
Samantha. God.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, you basically relayed most of the information that
Right.
and
Except it was a book, is that correct?
yes, what
Okay.
she told you was that he started acting strange after he let's see here. That he started acting weird after taking home an old diary that came in from an estate sale.
That's what it was, a diary.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read it?
No, I haven't seen it. I suspect he probably still has it, either probably at his house. I would assume.
Way to be a detective.
I mean,
Oh, but I'm not. You are.
Okay, well,
that actually works out in our favor, guys. We need to go talk to his wife. While we're there, we can see if the diary just happens to be lying around.
all right, we'll see. We'll see.
We get an address for Davies. Mr.
You know
Ryan.
where he lives because
okay.
you're the acquaintance, so you know that he and his wife and 2 kids live just in a little suburb, not too far away. They have a nice little 70s ranch kind of thing.
Yeah, I stalked his wife for a few years. I know where they live. They live in like this little suburban 70s ranch. So let's go.
All right. You mind driving?
It's a few blocks. We can walk. God.
Oh, okay. All right.
We can walk.
Nice.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the leash. Okay.
We'll walk over there.
We're going to arrive.
Okay, so you walk. It's actually about a mile away from where you guys are.
I
But
apologize.
that's a walk. I mean, it's not that big a deal. So it's like
It's a nice day.
15, 20 minutes away. And you see that it looks like a nice, comfortable 60s era ranch, just a bit north in a suburb with a lot of different homes that are kind of similar. So it's a kind of a cookie cutter neighborhood. There is a maroon minivan sitting in the driveway. And yeah, there doesn't appear to be any activity. There's a tricycle tipped over in the front yard.
Danny?
Other than that, it appears to be the curtains are drawn, whereas a lot of the other homes have some folks out and about working in their yard, that sort of thing, some kids playing up and down. But this one seems a little eerily quiet.
Quick question. These drawn curtains, are they drawn with colored pencil, marker? What are we looking at here? Are they crayon?
No, they're with a sword.
Oh, okay.
And they're quartered, if I didn't mention that before.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Okay. This is important information. I'm putting this in the wiki.
Well, let's go up and see if she's here, guys.
You guys were right. We should have driven.
You want to run back and grab the car?
Yeah. You guys do the talking. I'm just
All
going
right,
to
sounds
bust in and
good.
get some water.
Sounds good. We'll see if she's got some water.
I'm gonna just get the hose.
Get the hose again.
I'm gonna take lead, walk up to the door, and give it a nice knocking.
Okay. About 20 seconds go by, and then you can hear somebody sort of fumbling with a latch inside. And then the door opens a little bit of a crack, and you see the haggard face of Katelyn, who you know, and she kind of looks a little startled, and then a little bit of a smile creeps across her face, and she opens up the door slightly wider and says, Dan,
Hey,
hi.
Katelyn.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
Yeah,
How are
I know. I'm doing great. I saw the newspaper article, and I figured I'd swing on by and see how you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know what to make of all this, but come in. Who are your friends? Oh, this must be Samantha.
Yes, this is Samantha.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
And
meet you.
the out-of-breath old man in your front
I'm on the
yard
side of the house.
is,
I'm not with you.
Okay, you're
had
going
a
to stay
plan.
outside, Roy? Okay.
I had a plan with the hose thing.
Okay, that's fine. Roy, are you staying outside?
Yeah.
Out of. Okay,
She doesn't know I'm there.
got it. Okay, got it. Well, come on inside. Come on inside. Would you guys like some iced tea or anything?
I'd love some. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, come on. And you can see it's a 1960s ranch, so the kitchen's just right off the living room there.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, have a seat, just clear off a path. And you can see at a glance that the household is in a bit of a not well-kept state. There is toys around that haven't been picked up. No sign of the kids at all. And actually, well, I won't even say it now because that hasn't been relayed. But so it appears no one's picked up in quite some time. Toys are every place, and there's a bit of a musty odor in the air. And she shuffles. You can see it. Katelyn. Why don't you each give me a spot hidden roll?
Oh, yeah.
And remember, tell me what you rolled and what you needed.
I needed a 48, and I rolled a 99,
Okay.
and I go blind instantly.
Which is a fumble, yeah.
Oh,
Samantha. Okay.
I needed a 76 and I got a 75.
Okay.
One person in the room has eyeballs. Can you tell who?
So Samantha, you see quite clearly, well, not very clearly because she's hiding it very well, that Katelyn has a bit of a limp. And you can see that she's taking great pains to try to hide that.
Okay.
And you point that out to Dan, whispering.
Okay. Hey, Dan, has she always had a limp? It looks like she's trying to cover that up.
No.
And Dan, you look, and quite clearly Katelyn does not have a limp.
She looks fine to me. You sure it's not just... I mean, she's a little frumpy, but But I mean, her husband was just, arrested and thrown in jail for trying to steal ketamine.
And that instantly makes you frumpy.
Yeah, it would make anyone frumpy.
Within a day.
So
It looks like she's having a hard time, Dan. I'm going to offer to help her in anything she needs. Are you cool with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So she comes back with 2 glasses of iced tea, and you can see that she's put on a smile, but it looks a little on the wobbly side to you, Sam. And
Okay.
she gives you the iced tea. She's like, it's unsweetened. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Well, thanks. And she takes a chair across from you and just sort of sits. And so Dan, have you guys set a date yet?
Not yet. I mean, we've been tossing ideas around, but I'd say I wouldn't say we've set anything permanent yet.
Okay. Well, just let us know. When Ryan's back home, we'd love to get together with you guys.
Do you need any help with anything? I mean, while I'm here, I have nothing to do this afternoon. If you need any help around the house or
Well, why don't you go ahead and give me
With
a
the
persuade
kids, or-
roll?
Persuade.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This ought to be awesome. I needed a 10. I got a 43.
So Caitlin says, she kind of stiffens slightly, and she's like, "What do you mean? What's wrong?" She looks around the house.
Oh, nothing's wrong. I just know this could be a trying time as they're trying to figure out how we can help him. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm here for you if you need anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we just met, but I'll keep it in mind. So, Dan, what have you been up to? We haven't seen you around in a couple months.
It's been a rough couple of months just after. Well, I think I shouldn't say much without Sam's approval first.
That's right.
Pussy whipped.
It's been a rough couple of months for us. I've just been trying to get back into the swing of things at work.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Samantha. I didn't make the connection. Samantha Blaine, Charles Blaine. I'm so sorry about your father.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I hope they find him, and I'm sure everything they're saying about him is not right. It's I'm sure he had nothing to do with that.
To do with what?
Well, the murders.
Oh, yeah. Of course he didn't have anything to do with the murders.
Well, that's what I said. Are you saying something else?
No, I'm saying what you're saying. Are you saying something else?
Oh, no. I'm saying the same thing, I think.
Do you need help cleaning this filth pigsty? Because I could barely walk wade through the toys and garbage on your floor.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. The kids are at their grandparents' for a few days.
So you're playing with their toys then?
I just haven't, I haven't gotten around to it. It's been kind of tough.
I go over and sit by her and put my arm around her.
All right. I'm
lean in
okay.
a little.
I'm okay. Ryan's coming home tomorrow. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay, good. But like I said, if you do need anything, even if it's just to have an ear to talk to, I'm here.
Why don't each of you give me psychology rolls?
Wow, her demeanor changed quickly.
Give me a roll,
psychology roll, and I'll see if you can help me.
I needed a 10 and I rolled a 24.
That would be a failure, wouldn't it?
As far as she knows, he's coming home.
I needed a 10 and I got a 16.
Okay. Well, no one wants to spend any luck or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, I can actually. I thought I was much lower than what I am.
Well, yeah, you guys at the beginning of the scenario got to go back up slightly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll spend the 6.
Okay. So as you comfort her, she does sort of you can feel her body go from rigid to sort of slumped soft and you could tell that she's
Frumpy.
a little bit starved for attention, maybe.
Oh. Do you need a sandwich?
Pseudo, make me a sandwich.
I need a sandwich of attention, please.
Oh.
Sam won't make it for you because she's a bad cook.
And she kind of looks up at Sam, and you can see that, her eyes have gone from hard, untrusting to very open, and she's like, "Are you guys hungry? Do you want anything to eat? I've got some chicken salad left over from lunch."
Oh no, we're fine. We've eaten this morning. What are your plans for lunch?
Well, like I said, I already ate.
Oh, you did. Okay.
You guys had brunch.
Oh, it's 2. It's 2.
It's
two.
about
I'm
2
sorry.
o'clock. Yeah.
I was thinking it was earlier. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 3-ish now after talking for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are your plans for dinner?
Oh, I'm just gonna, I'll probably have some leftovers.
Why don't you and I go out for dinner tonight? We'll let the boys do what they need to, and you and I can go to dinner. Does that sound okay?
That actually sounds really good. I haven't been out
Psych!
with girlfriend. But yeah, that's there is a nice little tapas bar that opened up just downtown.
You've been
Italian?
punked.
No idea.
Dan, is that okay with you?
Yeah. She looks like she could use some time away.
Okay,
You two girls
good.
have your fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What time? That'd be great.
Well, we'll have to get back to the house so I can get
Oh.
my car,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
and then I'll come back and pick you up like at 6:30. Is that okay?
That's perfect. That'll give me time to
Perfect.
get ready and pick up a little bit. I've got some chores to do, but
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Rob.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be very nice. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll get out of your hair. Unless Dan, did you want to talk to her about anything, like why we're here?
Oh, if you get a chance, Dan, I'm sure Ryan would love to see you. They do allow visitors at the jail, so.
Yeah. Already on top of that, we actually went and saw him earlier today.
Oh, how is he?
We.
Oh shit. My lights are blinking. Just a heads up, guys. My power is literally in and out. So
That's a
if
weird conversation to have with her.
Let's
No.
all pretend to freeze.
Oh, you're real funny. Like I'm having like rolling brownouts
saw
right
it.
now. So
We
if
saw
I
it.
disappear,
Matt, we saw it.
yeah, I didn't get much of the conversation. I was pulled aside by a work thing, but a friend of mine, FBI agent, does this whole investigating thing for a living. Name is Roy. Had a chance to talk to him, and he says that he didn't remember anything. And
Yes, that's what he told me too over the phone when I saw him earlier this morning.
he told us to tell you that you should reconsider his life.
His life. Okay.
Does that mean anything to you?
No, I get it's kind of a weird thing for him to say.
That's what we were thinking.
And that's what he said, reconsider his life?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way he said it, we assumed you would know what that meant.
I mean, we've been having some problems lately, but I don't know what that means exactly. I mean, he's been having some episodes.
What do you mean by episodes?
Well, it's the past few weeks. His personality has sort of taken like abrupt turns. He's snapped at the kids, called them brats.
Oh, wow.
And he would call me some names.
No.
Like slob.
But it would just like last a couple minutes, sometimes a few hours. And the weirdest thing is he started smoking. And he's never done that in his life. Dan, he never smoked.
Oh, no. He was
That's
straight-laced
strange.
the whole way.
And it was ridiculous. I mean, maybe I got a pack around here someplace. And she gets up and starts shuffling around on a little desk that's over in one corner. And she comes back with some weird, expensive cigarettes. Just like they're not even like a certain brand, but they're in like a plastic holder. She goes, God knows where he got this thing.
I've never heard of Red Apple cigarettes before.
Nice. Yeah, it's the weirdest brand. I don't understand it.
So
Do you know when he started acting different? Can you pinpoint a time or an incident or anything like that?
It's weird. It was probably around, I don't know, 4 or 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
Right in that neighborhood.
That's strange because
Yeah.
I went into the bookstore
Uh-huh.
just to see how the employees and stuff were doing.
Sure.
And they said the same thing, that he started acting strange about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
they didn't they tell you about some strange diary he
Oh, that's
had?
right. Yeah, he got a bunch of books from an estate sale, and he found this diary, and he would not let it go. He took it home with him. Is what they said anyway.
Yeah, that's funny. He did bring home this book. He brought it home. It was about a month ago, and he's always bringing stuff home, so I didn't think anything of it. But
Right.
this one, he was like really absorbed in it. I mean, he was just like reading it all the time. He did bring it home from work, and usually he like shares books with me and likes to tell me all about them. But this one he just sort of kept to himself. You know, I saw him with it a couple times. It was like this big, gigantic book. It was about twice the size of like a normal book, and it looked like it was leather bound, like almost like a coffee table book, and really thick. And he there was one time he sort of left it around because ordinarily he kept it tucked away someplace. I don't even know where. And you know, now that you say it, did he say reconsider his life, or did he say reconsider my life?
I heard his, but I put money on that he probably said reconsider my life.
That makes more sense because the name of the book was My Life. I caught the title. It was right there on the book.
Oh, do you have the book here? Do you
No,
think he left it here?
As soon as I saw the title, he like scooped it up, and I haven't seen it since.
How long ago was that?
God, it must have been a couple weeks ago, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's strange.
Do you know where he kept it, or if it would still be somewhere in the house? Maybe
It might be. I don't. I guess you'd have to look, but I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Mind if we toss the place?
Well, if you'd like to poke around, that's fine with me.
If you don't mind,
I mean, we're friends, so
we're gonna try to find any information that can help us figure this out for you guys.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I've known Ryan for a long time, and this is nothing like him. And I'm all on board for helping him out.
Okay. Well, I'll start over by the desk, Danny. If you want to look somewhere else.
Did Ryan have like a study or an office?
Yeah. And for the sake of the storyline, you guys can just say I searched the house.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It'll make it a little easier for you.
So we are going to toss this place like a salad.
All right.
Ooh, pick me.
Go ahead and roll me some spot hiddens.
Hello, Spot Hidden.
This didn't go so well last time, but
Spot
sure,
hidden.
why not?
I needed a 76. I got a 27.
I needed a 48, and I rolled a 58.
All right. So you guys spend a fair amount of time searching. So we're going to cut back real quick to Roy and see what he's up to.
Initially, what I did when I stayed outside is I just scouted the place, kind of. I like looked in that little crappy basement window and checked out the backyard, see if the shed was open, stuff like that.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me a spot hidden?
I did a 70 and I got a 51.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that a couple things, that there are usually two vehicles here. One of them is clearly missing. Looks like it was probably a car of some sort. You can tell by the tire tracks. And given your background in law enforcement, you're probably certain that maybe it's impounded because he got arrested. And that probably happened earlier this morning. Beyond that, you don't see anything out of the unusual or out of the ordinary. You do get some weird glances from the neighbors as you're skulking about in mid-daylight.
Should have had pants on first off.
But beyond that, you don't really see much of anything. Maybe you find a cigarette butt in a weird kind of plastic holder. It looks like a cigarette a brand that you've never encountered before. And it is burned all the way down to the filter. So whoever smoked this cigarette really liked it.
By God, he's a vape lord.
Anything else you'd like to do, Roy?
I guess I'll talk to the neighbors, see if they notice anything.
Okay. Sure. So you see a bald gentleman sort of puttering in his garden next door. kind of a fat guy. Looks like he's probably in the neighborhood of 70. And he has rosacea all along his face. Looks like the back of his neck is sunburnt. And he's planting some petunias.
Hey, Petunia,
Yeah, what's up?
you been noticing anything weird with the guy at this house?
Oh, you talking about Ryan? And he stands up and stretches his back and is kind of flexing. You hear some creaking bones.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, I know Ryan Davies. He's a good guy. But I heard he got in a bit of trouble last night.
Yeah. He been doing anything weird? You seen him lately?
And he kind of sidles up a little bit closer to you. And he's like, well, between me and you, I think that boy's got a problem.
What's the problem?
Well, I'm not one to talk out of turn, but I was, let's say, taking the garbage out late one night. And they had their window open just a crack. And I could hear him screaming at the top of his voice, "Take it, baby, take it." And you could hear her crying. Now, I thought maybe I should call the police or something, but I'm a neighborly kind of guy, so instead I went up to rung their doorbell, and sure enough, he comes out. He's like zipping up his pants, and he looks a little bewildered. I don't know. And I was like, "Ryan, how's it going?" And he's like, we're all good. And I was like, okay, I just want to make sure everything was fine in there. And then she appears behind him, and you could see she'd been crying. And I'm waiting for her to say something, and she just says good evening to me, and they both smile and look at me, and that's that. So I left, and there was nothing going on.
Yeah, but babies cry all the time, man.
Yeah. It wasn't a baby crying; it was her.
Oh,
So,
man.
I'm
shook.
I don't want to talk out of turn, but
It's your turn to talk. I just talked.
I know, but if they got marital problems, they got to figure it out for themselves. I'm just going to stick to my petunias. You know what I'm saying?
Those are nice petunias.
Thanks,
I know
they
what you're
work
saying. Yeah.
They're voluptuous. They're full. Check out those stamens.
Can we chat about these petunias? Are these illegal, fully legal petunias?
These are fully legal. These are not from Brazil.
Award winning.
They
Award
are
winning.
over
Doing my
18
job.
years old.
That's right.
Got to do my job. You do your job, and
That's right.
Appreciate
Anyway,
it.
so I gotta get back to my garden. You cool?
yeah, I'm cool. Thanks
All
for
right.
that help.
You have a good day, young man.
Yeah, you too, old man. Petunia.
All right. So you depart him. We'll switch back over to Sam and Dan tossing their salads,
Yeah.
their collective salads. So we have that would be Samantha, right? Am I reading that
Tossing
right?
my set.
Yes,
Yeah,
with
I had a good roll.
with a nice
I did not.
hard success. I think that is pretty close. So Sam, you happen to notice that there is a light on in the basement, and so you're in full toss salad mode, and you decide to
Bring my legs
head on
down, then I get up.
So you see basically a pretty well kept basement. There's a lot of knickknacks about. There's a tool bench there. And
So nobody in a raincoat with Noxzema on their face?
Nope, nobody at all. But there is the Blair Witch, so
Oh, I'll stand in the corner so she can't see me.
Yeah, but you do spot a plastic bag that there's a little bit of Christmas tinsel coming out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go investigate.
So you go and look, and sure enough, there is a bunch of Christmas gear there. There's an old boxed up fake Christmas tree, some ornaments kept very nicely in a keepsake box, but there is some string lights, and a bunch of tinsel and garland and that sort of thing in bags. But one of them has a slit in it.
In the bag?
In the bag from which tinsel is poking out.
Yeah. I'm going to slowly insert my hand into the tinsel. Bag slit.
And,
Oh, yeah,
and you
I saw
feel
Music starts at the base.
Perry
you-
White. What are you doing here?
You feel something solid in there that clearly
Oh.
feels like a heavy leather-bound book.
Okay. I'm going to call for Dan real quick. Dan, come down in the basement, please. I'm going to step back. The
Yeah. What is it, honey?
back / gash. I found it.
You found the book.
Yeah, he stashed it in the Christmas ornaments. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
Happy memories.
'Tis the season.
I don't really want to touch it. If I don't know if it's something like on the binding of the book that's poisoned him or done so. I don't want to touch it.
Probably
Call me, I'll touch
smart.
it.
Do you want to go get Roy?
Maybe he has, I don't know, maybe he has like latex gloves with him or
See if
something.
he's caught his breath yet.
Okay.
I'll touch anything.
Zip. Hey, Roy.
Hey, Roy, does this
Okay,
look infected to you?
You stay put. Don't touch or read that book.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab Roy. I'm going
Gross.
to spin around and head up the staircase with my glorious locks for all to see, waiting behind me.
Steven
Head
Universe.
upstairs, and I'm going to open the front door and stick my head out and see if I can see Roy out there.
You do see Roy. He is essentially at the house right next door, and he's walking back towards.
Petunias.
Yes. He's walking back towards the house.
Hey, Roy, get over here. We might have a bit of a lead.
Hey, you meet that Petunia guy? He's a stitch, man.
No. So, I think we found the book.
All right,
Matt's response, no.
you want me to lick it?
The lick test.
Do you happen to have any like latex gloves on you? I know you're still active in the FBI and you still do investigations. Do you?
I don't have any fingerprints anymore, but yeah, I got some just in case.
Okay, good, because we need to get this book out of here, but me and Sam don't want to touch it because we don't know if that's what started this whole thing. You know, maybe there's something on the book itself that was causing him to go crazy.
Don't worry, I got it. I've been
Okay.
trained for this sort of thing.
Well, follow me.
Hey, Lisa.
I'll take it down into the basement. I'm gonna bring him into the house, and we're gonna start heading towards the basement.
Okay. As you walk back into the house, Caitlin meets you at the front door, and she's like, "What's going on, Dan? Did you find it?"
Yeah,
Hey, Lisa.
yeah. Caitlin, this is my FBI
you-
investigator buddy, Roy.
Hi,
He's,
Roy. Nice to meet you. You
You look
spoke with
just
my husband.
like I always imagined.
You spoke with my husband.
Yeah, I did.
How is he doing?
He's okay. God, why is everything about him?
Oh, okay.
I just looked at Petunias, damn it.
Maybe you should worry about your neighbors sometime. He's an interesting man.
Oh, you mean Fred?
Does Fred do petunias?
Yeah. He has
Then Fred.
Very nice petunia garden.
Me and him are going out to Buffalo Wild Wings later. Sponsor us, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hashtag not sponsored. Oh well, I'm glad you're making friends. Would you like some tea?
I already had something to drink, but thanks.
Okay. Well, yeah. If if you guys found the book, I'd really appreciate it if you got it out of here.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's what we're planning on doing. He was hiding it in a garbage bag full of tinsel in the basement.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah.
Cleaned up a little more, you might have found it.
Oh,
Come on, Roy. You're trained in this kind of thing. Let's get that book out of here.
I walk up and I just palm the book and take it out.
as you pull the book from the bag of tinsel and garland, you notice that it is a very large book, bound in burgundy colored leather. The text block is edged with silver gilt, and the front cover sports the words "My Life" in silver.
Well, I guess now we know why he said reconsider my life.
Yeah, then now it makes sense.
But what did he mean by reconsider?
What if this was all an elaborate ruse? What if the book is called My Life?
No, it's not. It's not rouge. It's burgundy.
Oh, God.
It's similar, but
I sit in the corner and think my life through.
Okay, well, we've got the book.
We have
Let's get it out of
another
here.
kind of bag we can put it in, so we don't have to.
I think Roy likes to palm stuff, so we're good.
I'll carry it, no problem.
he does like the
All right.
stink palm when he's hanging out at the mall.
I just want to say before we go, right here, right now, that we all agree that no one here is going to open that thing and read it.
Can I open it right now?
No, Roy. I mean,
Would you like a
reading
pretzel?
it seems to be what have caused Ryan's problems. I just think it'd be better if we all agreed right here, right now, to leave that thing alone until we understand it a little better.
Okay, do some research.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all know what happens
right.
when you open the dark hold.
The
Dark
dark
hole.
tome.
Great podcast, by the way.
All right. Well, I'm going to go upstairs
what do
and
you have there?
say goodbye to Caitlin while you guys get the book out of here.
Hey, Doc Tome, what you got for me?
Wait, is her name Caitlin?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been calling her Lisa for 8 months. I've been stalking the wrong lady.
That's only when she wears the wig.
Poor Lisa.
Come on, Roy.
So the three of you guys go back upstairs holding the book, with Roy holding the book. And she's kind of keeping her distance from you and looking very warily at the book.
Don't worry, Caitlin. We're going to make sure that this thing doesn't screw anyone else up.
Okay.
We're going to do our best to figure it out and see if we can't help Roy.
Okay,
I like
I really appreciate that. I'm sure me and the kids will feel so much better when that thing's out of the house.
Are we still on for dinner?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Tapas, we can have some bacon wrapped cream cheese stuffed jalapenos and a few.
I heard they have something new on their menu. It's bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Ooh.
Yo, I could go for dinner. Man, I'm excited.
Oh, sorry. It's just the girls tonight,
Yeah.
Roy.
It's girls'
Roy,
night.
you and me can go have a guys' night.
Why don't you guys do some research and see what you can find out about the book?
How about you actually do something for once and contribute to the team, Sam?
Dan, if you get the biscuit again, you're not sleeping in my bed.
Okay. Roy, come on. We're gonna have a
been here for a
research
week.
party, Roy. I know how much you love research parties.
Can we do it in a montage?
Of course.
It's a montage!
Montage with inspirational music.
Rocky 3. Only Rocky 3.
I'll have to see if we can afford the rights to that.
Sponsor us, Rocky.
If we can't, we'll have to use the lesser known knockoff Rumpy 3.
Rumpy. Nice. All right, so Caitlin ushers the three of you out of the house with a promise to see Samantha at 6:30. Pick her up and take her to dinner and have girls' night.
Yep.
Where to now?
I say we hike back to Roy's car and we head back to the manor.
Okay, sounds good.
All
I could
right.
go for some tapas.
Some papas. How about some mamas?
Yeah.
Papas and
It's
mamas are the best.
2017.
All right, let me make a quick note here. I'm just going to strike through a couple things. 4-man strike. Alrighty. So you're back to the car?
You're right. We should have drove.
Oh, come
Sam,
on, guys. I walk like 5 times that in a day in my day
You're
job.
in the military, mister.
It's easy. Try doing it with a 10-pound pack.
Oh
Then
yeah,
you could
well,
have carried me.
I used to walk to school uphill both ways in the snow. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Roy, why don't you let me drive so you don't have to stop greasy palming that book that you love so much?
fine.
So what are you guys gonna do? You just gonna try to look it up on the internet, or you're not actually gonna open it, are you?
Oh, no. That thing is
Okay.
going to be locked away in... Now that I'm thinking about it, do you happen to remember the combination to your dad's old safe that he has in his office?
Oh, geez, let me look in the wiki. You know what? It's kind of funny. He never changed it from the factory settings.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. Isn't that
Wow,
funny?
That's real.
It's actually 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
Guess that.
So we're going to lock that thing in your dad's safe,
Okay,
and it's going to stay there.
good.
Hey
All
Dan.
right. Well, let's get home. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, and
Okay.
I need
Yeah.
to take a shower after
What
all
do you-
this
what do you need, Roy?
exercising.
Can we have Petunia come on the research party?
You just met him. His name is Fred. And I
And
doubt
we're
he'll
already in the
see-
car driving back to the house.
Yeah.
You just now bring this
It's
up.
like 2 miles. I bet he loves research.
But why don't you call
Well-
his mom and tell him call me?
Can we have
I
a
can
play
see-
date?
I'm gonna do that. I might just do that. He's like 70, so I'm sure his mom's still alive.
I can try and arrange a sleepover for you and your new friend, okay?
Yeah.
You're just
In
jealous.
bed by 10, mister.
You only hang out with girls.
Cooties.
All right. Let me know
Okay.
what you're doing.
So
We're on our way back to the house, so it's whenever we can get there, the sooner the better.
Great.
I'm
Yeah.
calling Petunia.
You're
Not
there. You're fine.
too excited being in a small enclosed space with that book.
I know. It's pretty scary. So as soon as we get home, I'm going to go ahead and jump in the shower.
Me and Roy are gonna head into the office, and before we lock the book in the safe, I want to use my phone to just take pictures of it. Take a picture of the front and the binding on the side, the bound side of it, and the back of it, just so I have some photos for reference.
Okay.
Roll for melted phone.
Oh, Audie. Okay, great. You make some photos in your phone of the tome, and then lock it away in the safe.
Well, now that is not going to be going anywhere nor being read by anyone, Roy, are you ready?
I hope you're happy.
Montage, because I know I am.
Petunia said he's too busy planting to hang out. You ruined my life.
Roy, I need you to focus. Research montage. I even sprung for the Rocky 3 music just to make you happy.
Okay. I'll do it.
And cue music. I'm gonna clap my hands.
Hearts on fire. Strong desire.
All right. Let's try not to get sued here. All right. So, if I'm understanding correctly, Samantha is finishing getting ready, and going to head back out and pick her up for some girl-on-girl action. And then, so we have Dan and Roy doing research.
We're having a research montage.
Great. And what does that entail? And what is it you're trying to do?
We're attempting to see if there's any record of this book, if anyone has seen it before, if anyone knows anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I want to before Sam goes out, I want to stop her before she leaves. Hey, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
if
What's
you
up?
can, see if you can't get out of, or see if you can get. What's her name? God damn it! I forgot her name already.
Caitlin.
Caitlin?
Lisa.
You can't
Caitlin.
get Caitlin to
Caitlin?
tell you, or see if she knows what estate sale he got that book from.
Okay.
I mean, I doubt she will, but if we can figure out where he got it, that'd be a step in the right direction for figuring out where it came from.
I agree. And I wanted to give you guys, when I was taking a shower, my brain started to work. Don't forget you have that resource at the college, the university.
Oh
You
yeah.
could use their library.
Mm-hmm.
They have an extensive library that I'm sure you'd be able to find some info there too.
Yeah, yeah. I happen to know the girl who runs the place.
All
Ho, 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 ho.
right. Well, have a good night.
Thanks.
Don't open the book. I leave.
It's locked away in your dad's state.
I'm already gone, bro.
Walk out the front door. It's locked in the safe.
All
The
right.
combination is.
So I need some more information about how Roy and Dan attempt to research.
First thing I'm going to do is call up the head librarian over at Arkham, because I know we have like an extensive archival section, and
Okay, what's
I
your
have a feeling that my connection at the library might be able to give me something.
Okay, what's her name?
I didn't think there'd be this much creativity.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. I like that. Evelyn's nice.
Okay,
Okay.
Evelyn Long, we'll
Evelyn
say.
Long. Nice. I like it a lot. All right. Phone rings, and then a lovely, sultry voice answers. Arkham Library.
Hey, Evie, it's
Dan. Dan, how
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you?
Doing good.
Hey, I'm
I'm-
sorry to hear about that Deerfield thing. That must have been traumatic.
Yeah, it was something else.
I mean, all of that thunder and lightning and rain, and
Yes.
just sounds like too much excitement for my blood.
Look, I'm trying to help out a friend of mine. He happened to come in contact with a really, really weird book. I was
Oh.
wondering if I could email you some pictures over and maybe have you do some digging over on your end, see if you can't find anything out about it. It's really big, like coffee table book size, bound in leather, and the title is just silver letters that says "My Life."
Sure, yeah, send them right
I'll-
on over.
I'll email you those pictures over. So
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. I'll take a look.
Okay, thanks a lot.
And what is it you want to know? Just
If you can find anything about it, we literally know nothing. It doesn't have an author, and let's just say we're kind of too scared to open it up.
He is.
Ooh,
And he
okay.
won't let me.
yes, I'm pretty familiar with some of those types of tomes. So yeah, I'll take a look. Just send them on over.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah, you have a good evening, Dan.
You too.
I'll
Bye.
just do some generic Google searches.
Okay. All right. So why don't we switch over to Samantha, driving over to Caitlin's house?
Mm-hmm.
And just as you pull up, she is practically bounding out to your car and gets in.
Slow motion?
She's put on some makeup. Looks maybe slightly haphazard, as if she's out of practice.
Okay.
But she appears to be very excited.
You ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do this.
All right. Hop on in.
She gets in, and you guys drive over to the tapas restaurant.
We had a wonderful dinner. I take her home.
So good. So you're at the tapas restaurant and enjoying some lovely small plates. So of course she definitely
Tiny
ordered
plates.
the bacon wrapped manchego stuffed jalapenos. Tell me two other things that you guys ordered.
That's going to be burning coming out the other end.
Spicy.
We had chorizo bagel bites.
Chorizo.
Mm-hmm. I said two things.
And
This is a McDonald's.
thinking of it, Jackalope. Jeez.
Okay,
cheese and
Google, what
pizzas.
are tapas?
I can't think of anything else. We had them surprise us.
Hello, young ladies. Would you like some more octopus?
Yes, please.
Yes, we do it on the planchette, so we crisp it up very nicely, and then we serve it on mashed potatoes. So good. There's
Sounds
a little bit
fantastic.
of cumin. A little bit of cumin in there.
I don't want Cubans on mine.
No, we make a sandwich. It's a Cuban.
Oh, the rich guy?
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, good.
Mark, you know Mark.
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 Hi, Mark.
Now we're doing Star Trek jokes. Okay. So Katelyn she's well into her third sangria.
Oh.
And you can tell that she's very comfortable and her smile is sort of slipped off her face. You can see that she's starting to become a bit maudlin as the alcohol takes over.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, how are you and Dan doing? I mean, guys can be so weird.
Yeah, we're actually doing much better. We had a little bit of a hiccup about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. But we're in a much better place right now.
That's good.
Thank you so much for asking. Nobody ever asks.
I know.
How we are.
Like people don't even know what goes on behind closed doors.
Right.
I don't ask because I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan's he's a nice guy. He really is.
Mm-hmm.
Ordinarily, but God, this past month it's just been. It's like I don't even know him.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think it was him. I think there might be something on that book, or chemical, or something on the binding. I'm not sure, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this, and we're gonna figure it out. We want to get him back to who he really is.
Good, because I can't take what he was doing any longer.
I grab her hand. What was he doing?
Well, I mean, lately when we've made love, he's just been very rough and cruel. He'd hit me sometimes.
Oh my God!
But he'd call me names but then he would like snap out of it, and he would be so distraught as to what he did, and so,
like he wasn't in control. It sounded like.
Yes, exactly, and so apologetic. Sorry, I'm drunk. Apologetic and scared, and I was gonna take the kids and just leave, but I thought maybe he's just sick, and maybe he just needs some help.
Well, we'll definitely get to the bottom of it. I'm glad we were able to get to know each other tonight.
Oh, me
Is
too.
there anything else you need?
Well, it just feels good to talk, I mean, I haven't told anybody this, and I guess I'm hoping that when the book is gone that he won't, I caught him on the family computer surfing pornographic sites.
Okay.
Like vile, disgusting. And he was chatting with other women. There was adult dating sites, and he was kind of looking for local women, and he even came up with a weird name for himself. Like, what do you call it? A handle or something?
What was it?
Stewart.
Stewart.
Yeah, I don't know. And I confronted him when I found out, and he claimed he had no memory of it or no knowledge.
Wow, that is very bizarre.
I mean, it was there. It was clearly him, but I never actually caught him using it. So he claimed that the computer got hacked and that it was somebody else had put all that stuff on there.
That happens a lot, hacking, I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, the Ruskies.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish there was a Philadelphia
Those
boxer.
dogs know how to use the computers well. You did say huskies, right?
I just wish there was a Philadelphia boxer who would rise up and defeat these horrible Russians.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Well, I really
Let me run up some
appreciate
stairs.
Sam.
It helps me think.
I really appreciate it, Sam.
No problem.
Anything you can
Let's have
do.
one more drink before we finish the night. Does that sound good?
Sounds great. Cheers.
Cheers.
And I'll tell you one last thing.
Uh-huh.
This might be the last cheers because I've got to cash in my retirement funds to bail out Ryan tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. How much is it?
It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, we're going to fade the scene there, and we're going to go back to Dan and Roy.
Nice dissolve.
Nice dissolve. Yeah.
Star wipe.
Star wipe. Starfish wipe. And so let's go back to Dan and Roy. Roy, you hop onto Google and are trying to get at this in any way, shape, or form you can. And I see you've already rolled a spot hidden, looks like.
That was a while ago.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me a library use? And I'll tell you right now, you're going to need a extreme success.
Duh.
I got it. I did a 16. I got a 10.
You got an extreme success. You were saying.
Very nice, very nice. So the Google, basically, you do come across an entry in a blog that refers to a mysterious diary. And the blog belongs to someone named, if I can find her name here, sorry, Emily Schumacher.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
I found something. Did you know that the name Petunia originates from the word patoon, which stands for tobacco in Brazil?
Damn it, Roy. I thought we were supposed to be looking at stuff about this book.
I found that too, but I thought that was boring.
What?
It's just some blog by some chick about this thing.
Can I take a look at that blog by chance?
Yeah, I mean, this Emily Schumacher lady seems to know what's up, but I don't know, it's a blog.
I'm going to walk over to where he's at and take a look at the blog.
Okay. As you both stare at the... I think I want to do this. So basically, guys, as an aside here, we're at about 10 minutes after our allotted time. So we need to come up with... I think we gave Samantha a good cliffhanger where she's at. But I want to give you guys a pretty decent one here, too. And so I'm going to go ahead and say... So, Dan and Roy cluster around the computer to take a look at Emily Schumacher's blog. And at that moment, Dan's phone starts ringing in his pocket. And as you pull it out, Dan, I assume?
Yep.
Dan pulls out his phone and takes a peek at it, and it appears to be no one calling, but the photo he took of the book is front and center on the front of his smartphone, and you can see that the book is cracked open slightly.
Hey, Roy. You seeing this too? And I'm going to tilt my phone over.
Yeah. I swear I didn't do it.
And as the both of you watch, the cover moves of its own accord in the picture. and starts to open slowly. And
I'm
that's
going
where
to
we're going to
imme-
call it.
Okay.
Yep, sorry.
Ha.
I had to get you a little cliffhanger there. So we'll pick up right there next time.
Yeesh.
All right. Reactions?
How was that?
I don't think
Good
we've ever
reaction?
been this close to the actual cursed object before.
I'm pretty spooked.
I know, right?
Although, I mean, technically there was episode 0 where we were inside the actual ice cream truck, but I don't know if that counts.
I
It doesn't.
touched it, nerd.
I kissed a girl once.
Did you like
I
it?
think I liked it. I don't know.
She tastes like cherry chapstick.
Girls are gay.
Oh.
Oh, come on now. All right. So let's go ahead and launch into our recommendos for this week. Let's go ahead and start with Gabe.
All right, mine's decently old, but not that extremely well known. I'm a big fan of card games, and I've played this one for a long time. It's called Munchkin. It's pretty much a dungeon crawl. Yeah, you guys know it. It's a dungeon crawl one, and they have a bunch of different genres. And right here, I have the Cthulhu one,
I have that as well.
Yeah.
but I have most of them, and it's just a lot of fun. Good for parties. Good for family. I've played it with my grandma. Any age can play it. It's a lot of fun.
I died from a really strange disease.
Mm-hmm.
You have died of dysentery.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember,
Yeah.
Gabe. What are some of the Cthulhu-themed cards on there that sort of differentiate it from other Munchkin and stuff?
Well, the classes are like detective, cultist, professor, stuff like that, and then all the monsters are Cthulhu themed. Like
That's
the
cool.
level 20 is the Great Cthulhu, and then just all the weapons are like Arkham based. A lot of guns and stuff that you don't get any other times.
Nice.
Triple barrel shotgun.
We should,
Nice.
we should play some games this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Heck yeah.
I think it'd be fun. I can
I
bring
can
over
bring Cards
something.
Against Humanity.
Yeah, I'm getting a little burnout on that, actually. I've been playing it, like, it's so quick and easy that I play it so much now that I'm kind of bored.
Exploding kitties.
No, I like Munchkin because there's a little bit more, like, strategy to it, more or less. And also, I have Cthulhu Gloom,
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I love Gloom.
which is also a lot of fun because you can stack the cards that are see-through.
Yeah, I have the original Gloom.
I have.
I have never played it.
It's fun. We should bring that.
Oh,
Okay.
Guess it depends on how in depth you want to go, but I have what is it? I'm trying to remember the name of it. Something.
Something.
I've had it forever. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, that one.
That's a great game.
I like it too. All right, while we're waiting
It's
for
the
that,
best.
Brian, why don't you go ahead and give us your recommendo?
Okay, my
Trail
recommendo.
at the House on the Hill. That's what it's
I'm
called.
talking.
I have that as well.
My recommendo is One Punch Man. It just came out on Netflix. It's an anime. I'm only one episode in, but it's captured me right off the bat. Basically, I don't want to give much away, but the city constantly gets attacked by powerful villains, and they have a plethora of superheroes that are saving them until one super monster something or another comes in and beats up all the superheroes except for one guy. He can kill anything with one punch.
Nice.
And he's so depressed because he never has a challenge.
Is it Batman?
Oh,
Aww.
Martha!
Spoilers.
Did you guys see the is it Justice League trailer where Batman gives this little quip? So
Yeah.
what's your superpower?
I'm rich.
Yeah.
I love it. That's pretty good.
Superpower.
All right, cool. So Matt, go ahead and take it away, buddy.
This week I'm going to tell you to play a really awesome game called The Curious Expedition. It's a roguelike expedition simulator that's set in the late 19th century. So you take on the role of one of a multitude of real-life explorers, and you are tasked with going out into the quote-unquote unscouted new world in order to find treasure and try and become the most famous explorer out there. You're going to have fun rummaging through unknown lands, screwing over the natives by taking all of their valuables. All the fun of exploring back in the late 19th century.
Okay, sweet. Sounds pretty sweet. I'm going to zoom in here. All right. Well, my recommendo for this week is a movie on Shudder called Pieces from 1982 about a young boy who is putting together the pieces of his puzzle. Unfortunately, the puzzle is of a naked woman. And also, unfortunately, his crazy-ass mother catches him trying to put it together. So she comes in and threatens to kill him and burn all his toys, gather up all his toys and burn him. While she's trying to gather up all this crap, he comes in and kills her with an axe. Chops her up, and he hides in the closet. The police find him and believe him to be one of the victims of the axe murder, whoever that might be. Cut to 40 years later, and there is a string of murders happening on campus, and you don't know who's doing it, but this black-gloved killer is walking around your pretty standard giallo slasher film, and essentially taking a chainsaw to all the lovely young women and hacking up bits and pieces of them. Now, this is a lot of fun because it's horrible. It's just, the plot is terrible, the acting is terrible, but it has a certain 1980s charm, and the special effects are what you might crave in the early 80s. With there's one awesome scene where the killer sneaks in a chainsaw into an elevator with a young lady, because that's what you can do, is sneak in a chainsaw into an elevator. And she goes to push a button to go to a different floor because she realizes he's probably bad news. And he swings the chainsaw up and just takes her arm off as she's trying to push the button. It's pretty awesome. So this is... Shudder is streaming a very high-quality version of this movie, way better than any movie deserves. It looks so good. And it's just such a terribly bad movie, but one of those too bad but good. And
there's a sequel to Dirty Dancing?
I don't think it is. In 82, I think that might be a little early, but yeah.
Prequel.
It was worth a try.
It's a prequel. Yeah.
It's a prequel.
But it is, if you're into that sort of thing, which I totally am, then I would highly recommend you watching it there, because it's flawless as far as the picture quality goes. I do remember watching a VHS version of this back in the day, and it was so dark that I couldn't tell what was going on.
Mm.
So this scratched a particular itch for me that's been 20 years in the making. So, all right. So that's it for my recommendo. Pieces on Shudder. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thanks to everyone for listening, and thank you, boys, for playing along. Please subscribe on iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, or anywhere you download your regular podcasts. If you like what you hear, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Meanwhile, you can find us at thelovecrafttapes.com with links to all our social media, including Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, and our wiki. You can find me on Twitter at LovecraftTapes.
And you can find me on Twitter trying to figure out what the fuck is up with this book at The Real Weird Kid.
You can find me on Twitter at Brian Podcasts.
And you can find me retweeting them on Twitter at Lovecraft Gabe.
All right, perfect. Until next time, roll for sanity.
Santa?
All right. I'm stopping the stream.